elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Hello, this is News Tonight and I'm Rhoda Ngonzi. Let's take a look at the top stories tonight.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
President Museveni addresses Kenya Defence College, urges economic integration and strategic cooperation across the region. 32nd Kabaka's coronation celebrations a success at Chibuli. New entrants in the NRM SEC cry out over unfairness. And rule of law under scrutiny as Uganda slides in global ranking.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Hello once again. President Yoweri Museveni has facilitated a fully paid Umrah pilgrimage for Muslim religious leaders, imams and amirates who are set to travel to holy cities of Mecca and Medina this August. This divine opportunity was officially announced by Senior Presidential Advisor Major Moses Byarahanga in Kampala, who urged the pilgrims to raise the Ugandan flag high and represent the country as ambassadors of peace, faith and unity.
For many of the pilgrims, this comes a gracious consolation, especially for those who missed the Hajj.
The leadership of the imams in Kampala met the president and asked for sponsorship to go for Hijjah, and the president accepted. So we started this year sponsoring 100 imams and plus other leaders. Some were not imams but other leaders, but the majority of them were imams, to go for Hijjah. And now there is also Umrah. It's the second major visit to Mecca after the Hijjah. So these are fewer. I think in total there are about 50, but they're going in two different groups.
Major Byarahanga also emphasized the importance of portraying Uganda as a land of peace and religious freedom, while in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Hajat Mariam Namayanja, a senior presidential advisor and coordinator of the program, revealed that this spiritually impactful initiative will be held annually.
It's a continuous program, inshallah, that will enable our imam to know exactly how Kaaba looks like. Not Kaaba, actually, the whole of Mecca. And we are trying our best to make sure that only those who have never been there are the ones being selected. We are not the ones selecting. They are being selected by their local leadership and Uganda Muslim Supreme Council. They are the ones selecting them, but we've tried our best to make sure only those who have never got the chance to go are the ones going. Maybe in the future, if everybody's gone, then we'll look at those who have never been there.
Sheikh Adam Mugerwa, Deputy Imam of Mulago Masjid Nur, Katare Zone, expressed his gratitude.
We have been called by the president, by the state. That's the president. We are going to get the state, the send-off. We are going for Umrah. But for the moment, we are going to leave for Umrah. That is next week by 5th. That is Tuesday. Inshallah, we have to go.
Previously, 100 imams and amirats were supported to perform Hajj, and more will undertake the journey of Umrah through Anwai travels. They have been divided into two groups, one departing on 15th August and the second on 20th August 2025. The selection process was conducted in partnership with the Uganda Muslim Supreme Council and relevant religious associations, focusing on imams and amirats who had never been to the Holy Land. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
And Ministry of Education and Sports has developed a homegrown approach to sexuality education, which has been approved by government to ensure that the content provided to children through education aligns with the commitment to safeguard the well-being of the future generation. While officiating at Mama Tendo Parenting Symposium at Kololo Independence Grounds, Minister for Education and Sports, also First Lady Janet Museveni, appealed to parents and guardians to pay special attention to the emotional well-being of their children because the mental health issues among young people are escalating.
Suddenly, a thought came to Sarah. She could use her teeth to defend herself. In a second, she sank her small, sharp teeth into Uncle Muti's arm. She beat with all her might and shouted, "Bad Uncle! Your new name is Bad Uncle, and your home is a house of danger." Sarah's bite took Uncle Muti by surprise. It caused the hairs on his head to stand. The bite gave Uncle Muti a brain freeze. He screamed, "That is painful. Sarah, stop it now." He let go of Sarah's dress. Sarah jumped off the bed and ran. Sarah flew out of the door and escaped the house of danger.
The First Lady and Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, has taken off time to read a book entitled Sarah Escapes the House of Danger, authored by Catherine Ruhweza, the Chief Executive Director for Mama Tendo Foundation. She expressed the need for stakeholders to support families through holding critical conversations about information in the books that will help promote emotional health and physical development of the children. Mrs. Janet said there is a problem in this digital era of young people accessing literature from the Western culture, which has perspectives and values that are contrary to African way of life.
Children sometimes have many problems. Even at home, where there are relatives who live with families and are supposed to be members of the family, and yet many times they are the ones who take advantage of the young girls who are alone at home when both parents are at work. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to parents and guardians to pay special attention to the emotional well-being of their children. I also call upon religious leaders to support the family in this area, given their unique position of trust and influence within communities.
State Minister for Culture in the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Peace Motuzo, said the ministry has put in place training manuals on parenting and a data hub to monitor and evaluate performance of programs on parenting.
Work, which was started about 2019 in developing these three documents and manuals, 4 things have raised: substance abuse, in circulation at almost no cost, spirits are all over, concoctions of drugs are all over, and they're exposed to our young children. The alcoholic content of 40% within the spirits, which are sold at almost no price, exposed to little children. It's very dangerous.
Accordingly, Uganda is going through a parenting crisis where statistics indicate that 65% of children have experienced some form of violence. Most alarming statistics is that only 10% of the Ugandan fathers have fathered a child but are not aware.
40% of today's fathers are aware of the existence of their children somewhere, but they are not involved. Only 5% are actively involved positively in the lives of our children. % of Uganda's children have experienced some form of depression. 20% have suicidal thoughts, and 11% have attempted suicide.
Mama Tendo Parenting Symposium 2025 has been organized under the theme Parental Involvement, Sexual Education and Children's Well-Being, which aims at sparking a national conversation on parenting to ensure it serves its preventive function to avert disaster.
Parents of this nation can be able to wake up, no matter how many children have on the streets begging, no matter how many of our children have been injured, how much rubble we have to clear up. We want to rebuild the walls of every family. We want to put the bricks back where they ought to be.
The Minister for Education and Sports, Janet Museveni, launched books that include The Great Gift of the Body, Wonderfully Made Me, Good Touch, Bad Touch. The foundation also celebrated her 77th birthday.
Titled Good Touch, Bad Touch, which is for ages 2 to 10, part of the Wonderfully Made Me series.
Day to you, and may all your dreams come true.
I'm Nafka Farida at Kololo.
People from various corners of the country have converged at Chibuli Mosque to witness the 32nd coronation anniversary of Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II. In his message via Zoom, His Majesty the Kabaka advised his subjects to be cautious of individuals who aim to use them during the election period to weaken the kingdom.
Chibuli Hill has been filled with people in different capacities to commemorate the 32nd coronation anniversary of the Kabaka, Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II. Prayers were led by the Supreme Mufti Sheikh Muhammad Galabuzi, who prayed to Allah to protect the Kabaka against his enemies.
Omuwe omutaase byonna ebiyinza okwonoona obwakabaka bwe, omuwa abantu abalungi bakolagana nabo, abatali balungi babeere nga babeera wala.
In his message via Zoom, the Kabaka spoke about certain individuals who pretend to act lawfully but intend to divide his subjects.
Akaseera ketuyingidde ak'ebyobufuzi gwe gumu ku miwaatwa abalabe ba Buganda we batera okuyitira. Mbasaba mubeere bagumu era abantu ab'engeri eyo mubeekengere.
His Majesty advised the public not to be swayed by politicians offering cheap incentives for votes, but rather to vote based on capability.
Era mwewale abo bonna abagufudde omuze okwerimbika mu mateeka agatali matuufu okusobola okunafuya mu Bwakabaka. Kino tushirabye emirundi mingi.
The Katikkiro of Buganda, Charles Peter Mayiga, highlighted the achievements reached despite facing some limitations.
Okuggumiza obuwangwa n'ennono zaffe, okutumbula ebyobulamu, ebyenjigiriza n'enkulaakulana, okuyitimusa ebyempuliziganya, okusoosowaza abavubuka.
Prince Kasim Nachibingi commended the Kabaka for his continued collaboration with the Chibuli leadership.
Njagala nnyo okumusiima beene Kabaka wa Buganda olw'obuwagizi bw'atuwadde wano mu bukulembeze Chibuli era n'enkolagana ennungi gye tulina naye wakati mu kusoomoozebwa n'abamu ku basajja be baali baagala okumukyusakyusa okulaba obulala ebintu by'obukulembeze bwa wano naye tumwebaliza ddala okuba
The coronation ceremony was attended by Nabagedeka, Prince Semakokiro, various dignitaries, including religious leaders, politicians, and others. Cayenne Faith, Andrew Sebida, for ABC.
Now, Kenya's former professional footballer Victor Wanyama has expressed optimism about Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda hosting a successful Championship of African Nations tournament. Wanyama, who visited Uganda's National Enterprises Corporation Football Club, is here as part of the Chan Trophy launch. During his prime, Wanyama donned the shirts of Celtic in Scotland and Southampton and Tottenham Hotspurs that he helped to decent league finishes.
This August, East Africa becomes the center of African football. Chan 2024 is here and it's bigger than
ever. I think now Chan is here. And it's almost time, and I know we are 3 countries that we are hosting Chan, the Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda, so it will be a good tournament. It will be a good tournament before the main African Cup of Nations in 2027, so this will give us also the test of how the big one will be.
Chan, what are the benefits of the 3 countries, Kenya, Tanzania and Uganda?
I think the benefits is benefits of the Chan. It will be here mostly outside football. I say it will be like the tourism and also the countries getting to, getting foreigners, hosting foreigners. It will boost a bit of tourism in the 3 countries. And the other thing will be also the talent of local players. I know there will be a lot of scouting, and the scouts can come and poach some players. That's one of the biggest benefits. So if a player is competing in Chan and is doing well, there will be a chance for the player to move abroad for better career.
And what's all about? What do you talk about the group stages of the 3? Who is having the higher chances of proceeding to the next round?
Yeah, I would say Tanzania have the highest chance, and then considering their group how it is, and then we say Uganda a little bit, but Kenya we are in a group of death because our group is not easy. We will be depending also with the quality of our players and also the fan base, and we are at home, so that it will be a plus for us. So we'll be looking to use that as our higher weapon to try and get out of the group.
And for the minutes you have sat here, how do you see Ugandan talents and football?
Yeah, I'm here and I've seen the training here in NEC, and I've seen the NEC team, how they train, and the quality of players. I think is really high, considering what I've seen before in my country as well. Here the competition also is really good, and as you said, they are going to play in CAF. For I think the way they are training and the quality of players, I think they have a good team to compete.
One Heartbeats, Chan 2024, live on UBC.
And all is set for the upcoming Chan tournament due to take place at Nelson Mandela National Stadium in Wakiso District. Dan Kidega, head of spectators at the stadium, says all the seats in the stadium are in good state for the fans to sit comfortably while they watch their stars on the Ugandan Cranes exhibit, the Ugandan Cranes exhibit their football skills in the competition.
This August, East Africa becomes the center of African football. Chan 2020.
CAF flags are already flying high at Mandela National Stadium and indicate that all is set for the Chan tournament. Watering of the pitch was the order of the day. Last preps for the state of Namboole National Stadium ahead of the Chan tournament are upbeat. The head of spectators at Namboole Stadium, Dan Kidega, says all seats are in perfect condition.
We are set to make sure the funds for this Chan is maximum. We are going to facilitate the process of fan zones in Kampala and outside Kampala. We would like all Ugandans to enjoy the Chan tournament. In Nambole here, we are going to have a fun park where we shall be entertaining our fans and spectators. And I would like to appeal to Ugandans to come and fill the stadium in big numbers.
FUFA events manager Ronald Kalima explained that everything has been put in place and called on Ugandans to turn up in big numbers as the cranes lift the national flag.
Uganda is very, very ready. Like we told the country, we were dreaming to have this, but it's now here. Come Monday next week on the 4th, we will be having our first 2 games, one between Niger and Guinea, and then the Uganda Cranes versus Algeria. Both matches are at 10,000 ordinary, then we have a ticket of 30 and then 50. But as we speak, 2 nations are already in the country, that is Guinea and Niger, and then Algeria is on the way. We'll be receiving it maybe tomorrow. In terms of accommodation, teams are okay, including the Uganda Cranes, which is at FUFA Hotel. But also the other teams are in hotels around Kampala. We are here in the stadium trying to make all the event operations staff ready. The TV production is being done. They're installing everything to do with TV. We have the media also handling their tent. We have everything that we are organizing for the country. Now for those people who are ready to come and watch, we encourage them to come as early as midday because gates will be open by that time. And then the public has been asking, how do we get the tickets? The tickets are on the CAF website. When you go to caftickets.com, you'll find the ticket. It is just 10,000, but you can use your mobile money and have your ticket.
The Niger versus Guinea game opens proceedings at Nambole in a 5 p.m. kickoff, with Uganda versus Algeria to start under the floodlights at 8 p.m. Ugandan time. The tournament opens on Saturday with Tanzania hosting Burkina Faso. Kenya, DR Congo, Morocco and South Africa are among the 19 teams in the competition. Reporting for ABC TV, Helen Barbara, Gizamba.
This August, East Africa becomes the center of African football. Chan 2024 is here, and it's bigger than...
Abeka bana tuzi. Awarunji. Nafe tujja.
Bami kwangu. Anya inakuchange ono.
Uncle, you can just use your phone.
Tuina mombo.
Va kumwana kununya change.
Nayanziza nnyo.
Nange kwete.
Yes sir.
Zo ziri mmeka?
Jire 3 kitundu.
3 kitundu.
Yes sir.
Nayiba. Sente nga zinzigweddeko.
But uncle, you can't get from your phone.
Just keep on playing your bodies. What did you do? Mweba rutegeka. Nze no bora bankoye. Va kumacha ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu ambe ku munno muti kule ebintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. Can you put it on your phone and make money?
Bye-bye. Musuri domtuma. Undazo kuagara. Naye. Thanks for baraba. This empomo wazichari wawo. Jajja muongere ko. Bayagara nyo romboro shinyego.
Kandete kando.
Hey. Tuweta kakutambula. Gwene mwotura.
Akubere munzikiza.
Sengana tumo inokugumiikiriza.
Explore Uganda.
You brothers and your wallet. Bobby, again! What's the drama?
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections. Youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders. June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals. Youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
All right, listen up. Colocate is on a mission. It makes our gums happy and our teeth strong. See? We're moving forward and making changes.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth. And we'll leave no smile behind.
You are still watching News Tonight. Minister for Health Dr. Jane Ruth Cheng has expressed deep concern over the growing number of women in Apac district going unscreened for cervical cancer and still delivering under unskilled care. Only 42% of women in the district have been screened for cervical cancer. And now the health officials say urgent awareness and access is required to improve these figures. This was revealed at a medical camp organized by the Indian Women Association in Apac.
From the elderly to mothers nestled with their babies, they all came seeking for care they could not otherwise reach. For many here in Apac district, walking several kilometers for health care is a normal part of life. But this week, the care came to them.
I hope that I will get cured.
I'm very happy now because I receive any services.
Over 2,675 residents turned up at Atar Health Center 2 for a free medical camp offering rare access to critical services. Yet behind the joy lies a troubling reality. Only 328 got screened for cancer during the camp. The district statistics show just 42% of Apac women have ever been screened. Also, 35% of women in Apac still deliver under the care of unskilled traditional birth attendants.
Because that is one of the most dangerous non-communicable disease that is killing our mothers in the district. You'll find someone begins to say she has been bewitched by a colleague and yet she's developing cervical cancer.
The minister warns that such practices are risking the lives of both mothers and newborns.
And it is important that we reach everyone without leaving anyone behind. And so, working together with the Indian Women Association, we are running a medical camp here in conjunction with the NRIM candidate, Bernardo Tim, and we are offering services for cancer screening, breast cancer screening, cervical cancer screening, also screening for prostate cancer.
Thanks to Ismahili Civic, over 600 pairs of glasses were distributed, improving sight and dignity.
For reading, because I've been so much suffering for 2 consecutive years, minus reading any Bible.
We can't go door to door, but we can allocate the medical camps in different regions, and we can provide that facility with the medicine, our services, and everything. And awareness, there is a very less awareness about the cancer. So our nurse who are here for the cervical screening and breast, they are going to announce tomorrow to check themselves if they get some issues for the health.
But one incident left health workers shaken. This 20-year-old woman found with the breast lumps fled when referred for further checkups.
Health for every Ugandan is a priority for the president, for the government, and for all of us. And as an aspiring leader, it is important that we look downwards to our people and say, what can we do for them? And that's why we are here.
God should bless him so that he be healthy and he joined parliament.
More power.
It is a reminder that beyond distance and poverty, fear and misinformation still keep many from seeking help. Minister Cheng insists that community education must go hand in hand with healthcare access if lives are to be saved. Edi Olua, UBC News.
The Family Health Expo and Symposium 2025 is to kick off this Friday at the Umar Showgrounds in Lugogo, and organizers are calling on the public to take full advantage of the free medical services and educational sessions on offer.
From Friday, August 1st to Sunday, August 3rd, the Umar Showgrounds Lugogo will transform into a one-stop health village as the Family Health Symposium 2025 gets underway.
We have had a financial constraint recently as foreign entities have reduced the aid that they have been offering to our nation, particularly to the prevention aspect. So we decided to collaborate and come up with this event to see how, as Ugandans, we can work together and keep on forwarding the fight for prevention.
The expo is bringing together medical experts, wellness coaches, and community organizations, all united under the theme, Your Health, Your Wealth.
What the public should expect, there's going to be free entry to the expo, and there is also going to be a free checkup for various illnesses. And this free checkup is not just to a specific age group, because illness doesn't know any age group. It doesn't cherry pick. So mothers, children, elders, the elderly people, the youth, expectant mothers are all going to be here, and all the services will be open to them.
The event will also feature fitness activities, nutrition sessions, children's health zones, and daily symposiums on mental health, reproductive health, and chronic disease prevention.
We would like to thank the partners, Copious Health, UHF, and all other partners for this beautiful expo, because it speaks to the aspects of the families in terms of health, in terms of well-being, and in terms of protection. So us, as the representatives of the health insurance companies and other insurance companies, we are glad to be part of this expo and symposium to speak about health, but also to promote what we do best in terms of protecting our families and our health. We are going to be participating in this expo, especially on the first day, and then our members will have the pavilion. We shall have an insurance pavilion where they will exhibit what they do and what offers they have for the different families or for the different people who might be interested in insurance products beyond health insurance.
Over 100 exhibitors are expected to showcase health-related products, services, and innovations. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
And the High Commissioner of South Africa to Uganda, His Excellency Soli Sibola, wants government to increase salaries for teachers handling learners with special needs. This as a motivation for the tremendous service they render in ensuring inclusive access to education. According to Sibola, teachers in schools for special needs put in extra effort as compared to their counterparts in schools for able-bodied learners. Sibola remarked this while officiating at events to mark this year's International Mandela Day that were held at Mulago School for the Deaf.
Located in Mulago, Kampala, Mulago School for the Deaf is a government-aided primary school specifically for deaf children. It's a mixed boarding primary school that caters for learners with hearing impairment from nursery to primary levels, including those with multiple disabilities.
We sit them up for primary 7, they continue go to secondary, those who can afford. Those who cannot afford, they go to vocational skilling.
However, the school faces challenges like limited resources and a low teacher-to-student ratio. According to the management, the school has a total of 25 teaching and non-teaching staff.
We are having a team of the staff members, 25 of them, but we don't even house one. We don't accommodate even one. We only remain with the senior woman and the senior man here with the bigger group of our children. The others have to leave and stay elsewhere, where they are renting for themselves.
A tour around the school and the housing facilities in particular reveals a petrifying tale.
There is no mattress. This one puts on like this and then it covers him. Some mattresses are torn. We just join them together so that the child can at least have where to lay the head.
But as fate would dictate, on Thursday, the High Commission of South Africa in Uganda chose Mulago School for the Deaf as the venue for this year's International Mandela Day.
Mandela was not only an advocate of equal rights in South Africa, but he was also a champion of children's rights worldwide. So the choice of this school was not a mistake or a coincidence. It was a deliberate act on our part to honor the legacy of Dr. Nelson Mandela.
Aware of Mandela's legacy, organizations that stand up for the occasion donated both in cash and in kind to the school. An assortment of items was donated, notably 163 mattresses, 100 pairs of shoes, 14 million shillings worth of paint dedicated for the facelift of the school.
We have brought some scholastic materials because we want this school, or Mulago School for the Deaf, to top nationally. We'll be very happy.
In his remarks, the High Commissioner of South Africa to Uganda, His Excellency Soli Sibola, lauded the school management for the great service. Describing their service as philanthropic, Sibola asked government to review the remuneration of teachers for special needs learners.
There's a lot that these teachers do for them to arrive at the level that they arrive at. Yes, we are in social sciences. However, what we deal with, it's science at the highest level.
Filled with excitement and gratitude, learners too gave back to their guests through songs and dances. Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.
And according to the Rule of Law report, Uganda has ranked 125th out of the 142 countries, reflecting a decline in adherence to the rule of law, as indicated by the World Justice Project Rule of Law Index. Some of the positives noted include police launch of the Annual Crimes Report 2024 and support from the Equal Opportunities Commission, which enabled a pregnant girl to sit her national examinations.
which is panel discussion.
The Uganda Law Society has today launched the State of the Rule of Law report in Uganda for the first and second quarters of 2025, a report aimed at highlighting both the positives and the challenges in the country's legal and governance landscape.
Highlighting all the achievements that the government of Uganda has actually achieved. As we stand on this particular day, the World Justice Project Rule of Law Index ranks Uganda number 126 out of 142 countries. So meaning as a country, we have actually done bad when it comes to what we call performance of rule of law. Section 3 of the Uganda Law Society Act provides that we have a mandate to ensure that we operate within the rule of law and also ensure that the members of the public can actually access justice.
The Vice President of the Uganda Law Society, Anthony Asimwe, attributed this decline to several key factors.
And we noted the several causes of this, or what has been the indicator. We've seen a lot of electoral violence, for example, in the Kawempe by-elections where journalists were battered, people were beaten up, we even saw candidates, for example, now was being banned and thrown in a, being up and being detained without any charges, including other people who are participating in the elections. We've seen abductions ongoing in broad daylight. We have a case of Eddie Mutwe who was abducted in broad daylight. Even members of the society, recently had Barnabas Tinkasimi abducted and he disappeared for some time.
The report also seeks to promote transparency and ensure accountability across government institutions, the judiciary and the human rights bodies.
Rule of law is actually checking the government, checking the justice sectors, checking human rights infringement. So it's all coupled in there. So Uganda Law Society has a mandate to the public to assist them with the issues that are dealing with the law and human rights as well.
Kawanguzi Paul for UBC News.
And population pressure in Uganda is mounting steadily, making the need for efficient and sustainable housing solutions more urgent. Urban centers such as Kampala, Wakiso and Mukono are witnessing a sharp increase in condominium developments, viewed as a practical response to limited land and rising housing needs. State Minister for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Sam Mayanja, says vertical housing offers a viable solution to urban congestion while creating opportunities for more Ugandans to access land for future development.
Uganda's housing sector is experiencing significant growth and attracting investment, particularly in residential real estate. However, the country still faces a major housing shortfall and affordability challenges. Rapid urbanization and population growth, especially in cities like Kampala, continues to drive demand.
The fourth edition of Uganda Buildcom International Exhibition would focus on architecture, construction, building materials, engineering, innovation, interior designs, building automation, heavy equipment, construction machinery, prefabricated structures, safety, security, and solar products, infrastructure software, and tools, among others.
These vertical developments not only accommodate urban growth, but also improve land utilization, giving more Ugandans access to shelter, lands through condominium titles.
In the current global economy, individuals and companies must strategize themselves to be at the forefront of technology innovations, which is the fourth edition of Uganda Buildcom International Expo will provide.
The event aims to bring together both international and local stakeholders to showcase developments and promote sustainable practices within the housing sector.
Innovative ways may include managing the policy challenges of high-tech technologies, closing the technology gap in order to bridge the technology development divide, deliberate national innovative systems to foster technology progress and make it sustainable.
The exhibition is expected to run from 7th to 9th at the Multipurpose Hall, Wumasho Grounds in Lugogo. Under the theme, Building for the Future, Innovation, Sustainability and Technology. Nals Bawini, Regan Muhumuza reporting for UBC.
And in Sentema, Wakiso District, the Rotary Club of Bulova has launched a series of community interventions aimed at improving the lives of school-going children and their teachers. The initiative focuses on environmental protection, hygiene and sanitation, and empowerment of the boy child.
At St. Joseph Primary School, Sentema, the Rotary Club of Bulova is spreading both knowledge and greenery. In their latest community outreach, the club distributed reading materials to boost literacy among pupils. Together with the pupils, each Rotarian planted a tree, a gesture meant to instill a lifelong value of environmental responsibility in the young minds.
With today, following a needs assessment. The needs assessment here is basic education. And in basic education, we are particularly focusing on children from vulnerable households that have light in their households and want to help these children to have an opportunity in their learning time like children from families that have light. So we brought solar lamps and we are going to give 200 children in this school.
Parents were also engaged to ensure the sustainability of the initiative.
I brought up, they have taught us many things, how we can teach our kids, our children at home, how we can live, how we can behave in the society. So we are very happy to have these Rotary clubs, these people in Bukongolo.
On the hygiene front, the Rotary Club broke ground on a modern VIP pit latrine exclusively for teachers. Previously, the staff had to share toilets with students, a situation worsened by the fact that the staff quarters are located nearly 200 meters away from the school's only toilet facilities.
Construct a VIP, a modern toilet for staff. When we are doing the community assessment, we noticed that the staff, you are sharing the toilet with the children, with the students.
The Rotary Club is also taking action in response to what is called the unintended neglect of boys amidst a wave of women empowerment. The school head teacher Claire Namoli cites the most pressing issues affecting the school.
The biggest challenge we face is water scarcity. We have only one water source in the community, and the whole community uses that water source. So it is a bit challenging to collect water from that water source, and it consumes a lot of time for learners to collect water.
As the Rotary Club continues to address the pressing needs at the school with books, solar panels among others, St. Joseph Primary School remains hopeful for more partnerships that will enhance learning and well-being for both the staff and the pupils. Dorothy Sonko and Frederick Lukwago urge Ugandans to always give a hand to the less privileged for the country's growth.
We have much, but thinking we can't, we don't think about helping people, but we should always look forward to helping the little minds we can. If we add up small coins together, we always come up with greater things we can add to our community.
What does this intervention from Rotary mean to the children? It gives children a sense of, appreciation, knowing that out there people think about them, people love them, people appreciate them, and people are ready to support them.
Meanwhile, tragedy struck in Chandondo village, Kawempe division, when a house fire claimed the lives of 3 children in the early hours of the morning. The victims, all siblings, were trapped inside the house when the fire broke out. Their father, mother and eldest sibling, aged 7, were rushed to the hospital with severe burns and smoke inhalation injuries. The condition of the survivors remains critical. According to residents who requested anonymity, the couple is believed to have had a domestic dispute prior to the fire. It is alleged that fuel from a motorcycle stored inside the house may have ignited the blaze, though police have yet to confirm the cause of the fire officially.
It had petrol from the motorcycle of the husband. Then after fire cooling down, I tried to enter inside. I got one kid, but she was totally injured. We rushed her to the hospital. When I came back to pick the other kids, the 3 kids were already dead, and they were in 2 ashes. They were already dead. We couldn't save any of the kids or any life. But
quite unfortunate. Now, a wave of celebration sweeps through as Buganda marks the 32nd coronation anniversary of Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II. At the heart of this milestone is the revival of Kabaka's Lake, a historic gem poised for transformation into a world-class tourism hub, combining heritage, unity, and hope for the future. Ivan Juko has more details in regards to the renewal of identity and destiny for the kingdom's historical tourist attraction center.
Ayanja, son of Yokana Walakira, who was the son of Jeremiah Jagenda, and who was a son of Sentamu, who was a son of Kaira.
As Uganda celebrates the 32nd coronation anniversary of Kabaka Ronald Muwenda Mutebi II, a wave of cultural pride and historical reflection sweeps across Uganda. This event, known locally as Okuggulo bwa Kabaka, symbolizes more than just a royal tradition. It is a renewal of unity and heritage.
Milton Obote in 1966, he destroyed a kingdom that had been in existence for over 1,000 years because of his own political problems and misunderstanding of the African culture.
At the heart of this revival is Kabaka's Lake, a man-made jewel fashioned in the 1880s by Kabaka Mwanga II.
This kingdom to have been brought back by President Museveni and the NRM government when they came to power in 1986, to have sought it, it was very, very important, part and parcel, an integral part of an institution in order to help a people and define a people. I think that was a miracle.
Today, plans to develop the lake into a vibrant tourism hub are underway, promising a floating restaurant, a 5-star hotel, man-made islands, and a museum to celebrate Buganda's culture.
When we came here in 1984, 86, it was surrounded with a papyrus, with a chisaru. The lake was full of water, there was fish, there was everything else before everybody could begin to develop the land around, because this was like an abandoned.
Yet the journey to restore Kabaka's Lake is not without challenges. Pollution, ecological preservation, and maintaining historical sanctity demand careful stewardship.
What we have discovered that even Mengo Buganda Land Board has never listed people on that lake. People just list themselves, number one. Number two, nobody has a authorization from KCCA to build anything around there. So everybody just, squatters came in, put things there. Others have been building they've been establishing businesses like a garage, like a washing bay, and all the soap, all the detergent, everything that they do, it goes back into the lake.
However, Pastor Kayanja urges the concerned authorities and partners in this restoration process to bring the development projects to speed.
Already in touch with NEMA, we're in touch with the KCCA, Ministry of Water and Environment, and of course natural resources as well. We want to really do this work as quick as possible, and the Buganda government. So all those people who are claiming I have this and have that and have that, they know where to go. The time has come. We cannot allow people to live in the wetlands, and we cannot allow people to destroy the natural gifts like Bwanga gave us, the Kabakas.
Central to the development efforts is spiritual and community engagement.
I just want to thank Sabasajja Kabaka of Buganda, Mwenda Mutebi II, for your wisdom, for your calmness, and for these 32 years. Buganda is bigger than Buganda itself. It has branches all over the world, and that has been fantastic.
The development plans for the Kabaka's Lake and the other projects as per its artistic plan are to be guided by Buganda Kingdom.
Olukiiko luno lwe lwakwasibwa omulimu ogw'okulaba ng'ennyanja ya Kabaka ekuumibwa mu kitiibwa. Tutemye empenda ez'okulaba butya emirimu gino bwe gitambula. Abayitawo ennaku zino mulaba nti omulimu gw'okuddaabiriza ennyanja oba ogw'okugitaasa gugenda maaso.
The Future Museum at Kabaka's Lake will serve as a cultural beacon, educating visitors about the rich history and traditions of the Buganda Kingdom, deepening appreciation for its royal heritage.
Now they are working on it as we speak. They are tarmacking that road, and that is going to actually reduce probably 40% of the pollutions that will go into that lake. When it's done, it's going to be a wonder.
With the Kabaka Ronald Mwenda Mutebi's 32nd coronation celebrations, Kabaka's Lake remains a symbol of heritage, hope and a flourishing future, a reflection of a kingdom honored in its past and confident in its destiny.
Volatile times of politics and everything else, he has kept his cool, and that has been very good to help the continuation of his kingdom. President Museveni took over power in 1986, so those are over 20 years that the kingdom was not in existence. President Museveni came to power. Many people opposed his idea of restoring the kingdom, but he stuck to his guns, and he has been a great friend to Buganda.
I'm Ivan Juko for UBC.
Abeka baratuzi awarunji nafe tujja
ba mikwano ana inakuchenja ono
uncle you can just use your phone
tuina mombo
va ku mwana kudunya change
nayanziza nnyo
nange kwete
yes
zo ziri mmeka
jire satu
kitundu
yes
nayo sente nga zinzigweddeko.
But uncle, you can get from your phone.
Just keep on playing your bodies. What if you move more? Mweba rutegeka nze no bora bankoye kuva ku macha ndi mu shopping. Juma jangu yambe ku munno muti kule bintu. Muri mutya?
Uncle, you're suffering again. Can you put it on your phone and make money?
Bye-bye. No sorry, don't you know. What does all work? Thanks for Barab. This and Pombo was Charuao, but Jackamongero, Bagano situation here.
Can they take candle?
Hey, wait, I go to Tambra. When the world told her, I sang another to my local injuries.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
Alright, listen up. Colocate is on a mission. It makes our gums healthy and our teeth strong. See? We're moving forward and making changes.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
And we'll leave no smile behind.
My name is Juliana Kagwa, Chief Executive Officer of Uganda Tourism Board. The board and management of Uganda Tourism join Buganda Kingdom today and all Ugandans across the patch to celebrate a remarkable leader. His Majesty, the Kabaka of Buganda, symbolizes unity, culture, and heritage, all of which are the cornerstone of Uganda as a country. His Majesty, the Kabaka of Buganda, has for 32 years upheld the tradition of culture, heritage, celebration within the kingdom. And these are facets that continue to attract millions of tourists from across the globe to our country as a destination. At Uganda Tourism Board, we celebrate His Majesty's contribution to cultural tourism, which remains a cornerstone for our values, our tradition, and heritage. Congratulations, Ssaabasajja Kabaka. May your reign continue to inspire and uphold generations to come.
Now in business management professor at Makerere University, Peter Turiachira, has uploaded the growing impact of social entrepreneurship in addressing community-based challenges. This was during the 5th Social Entrepreneurship Forum, which also marked the induction of new members into the association.
The forum attracted over 85 social entrepreneurs from a variety of sectors who gathered to share ideas and strategies for scaling up their enterprises. Dr. Tamale Joyce, CEO of Capital Solutions Uganda, recounted the association's progress and growth since its inception.
These social enterprises are unique. Some of them are working in financial services, others in climate services, others in education. Others really are children with disabilities. They've also come up partnering with Kyambogo University with an enterprise that is going to scale and reach more children with disabilities.
Professor Turiachida praised social entrepreneurs for their continued contribution to community development and urged them to remain strategic and innovative in their approaches.
Social entrepreneurs are a little bit different from commercial enterprises or commercial entrepreneurs. With the commercial entrepreneurs, they are only aiming at making profit. But with the social entrepreneurs, they not only look at the profit, but also causing a social impact in society.
A key highlight of the event was the official launch of the SAFE platform, which aims to advocate for supportive policy on social entrepreneurship in Uganda.
One of the agenda for this association is going to push for the policy of social entrepreneurs in Uganda. Another thing is that we always run an annual symposium with an educational, it's a knowledge sharing symposium which happens every October, and these members who are seasoned social entrepreneurs are blessing this.
The day concluded with a graduation for entrepreneurs whose business ideas have been validated to create positive social impact in the communities.
10 of them today, largely 60% are women, 40% are men. They are going to graduate, and we are excited to see them come aboard with their new social enterprises.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
Well, and that does it for News Tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Have yourselves a lovely night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Praise the Lord. This is Pastor Ezekiel from Kenya. God is using him so mightily. He's a man of God.
For the biggest revival explosion, New Life Center the Church presents a revival healing crusade by Pastor and an international evangelist, Ezekiel from Kenya.
Shine, shine, shine. You shine and you shine. And just in the name of Jesus.
It will be held from 13th to 17th August 2025 at Zambia Chirombe Grounds, Kampala. Time 8 a.m. Come and take your miracle.
Ono musumba Ezekiel okuva Kenya, musajja wa Katonda, Mukama amukozesa. Mujje mu crusade egenda okubeera ekirombe, manye obulamu bwammwe tebugenda kusigala kyekimu. Mujje mu lukuŋŋaana. The Lord will seriously bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.